Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, and we're back with another episode of Frostpunk. I hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day today. I did a little bit of watching some other people play this game, since it has been around a while, so I wanted to get some ideas. And I'm just here looking at what I got going on, and I already spotted some problems from what I learned watching a couple of videos. So I'm going to try and remedy these things today. I'm going to try to go a little bit slower than last time. We got through 10 days in about that half hour or so that we played, so I want to slow down a little bit. We are getting close to a warm-up, which is going to be great. I think that's going to put us at like negative 30°C, so that'll be nice. We're going to work on fixing what we got going on first. So let's go ahead and we'll get started with a little bit of research things. So right now, we're in the middle of researching steelwork. So that's only going to take 4 hours. So that's going to put us at 1500, which is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I want to start another thing, and that's going to be heating. I don't know, I can't tell if we have the heaters. I don't remember. So let's see, can we click on this? All right, so what I want to get is the steam hub and the heaters. So the steam hub is like pop it in the street and it heats an AoE, and then the heaters go into the working building. So I want to get the heaters first and then steam hub, but we're working on steelworks right now, so let's finish that up and then we're going to go into heaters. So we'll do that. And then what I also want to do is I realized that these gathering posts will be heated with the heaters. So as opposed to what we're doing over here, where we have people that are just gathering up in a coal pile, they got to go out where it's very cold, and they have the risk of getting sick. If we build this guy, the gathering post, and heat it, they will have a better chance of not getting sick. So if we click on this guy, the temperature overlay, we can see kind of our radiuses, what's going on here. So we can see these guys are cold, chilly, cold here, and then only the care house and the child shelter are livable. So what I want to do is start doing this. So the person I was watching, they had this guy in overdrive, and that's gonna lift up the heat level by 1, but it's going to put stress on the generator. Now, I don't know if the generator stress goes back down, so we'll have to test this out. So this says generator stress level increases when the overdrive is on. When the stress level reaches 100%, the generator explodes and the game's over. So we got to be very, very careful we don't go too far with that. So first things first, I'm going to flip that boy into overdrive. We have some coal, but I don't have enough coal, so I want to get the coal thumper going and keep working on this. We got our scouts out, and we have an automaton on the way back to base. So we'll check that guy out in just a minute. That thing is awesome when he gets here. So let's go ahead, and we're going to go on slow mode. And I noticed that we have 34 people sick, which is ridiculous. So right now we have 2 medical posts. We're taking care of 10 people. We have 24 people who are sick, possibly getting other people sick. And obviously that's not great. So what I want to do is get another medical post, but as you can see, we are pretty much full up, and these guys got to be close to the generator. They have to be able to be heated for them to work well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dismantle this tent, and then I'm going to rebuild a tent. I'm going to pop this guy like right here, and then we're going to go ahead and get our health and go out getting our medical post, and it should fit in here once. Oh, I guess I gotta wait till that's gone. Thanks for everybody who left a comment on the first video. It's a difficult game, and I know that after I played it yesterday for quite a while trying to figure it out, and I'm looking forward to the challenge of this one. I think it's fun. It's cool. I like the idea of it. I like the difficulty. So we got our steelworks research. So immediately here we're going to go ahead and get new research. Like I said, we're going to go with heaters. We're going to get that started, and I'm going to write a new law, and that is going to be emergency shift. So we're going to get this guy going. So what this is going to do is it's going to force the workers to work 24 hours. So I'm going to get this so I can get the heaters researched quickly. So we can hit this. It's going to rise discontent. It rises it quite a bit. So maybe I kind of want to wait off on that. So we have the option if we need it. We're doing pretty good on coal. Let's check our consumption here. So we're getting about 30 a day, which is pretty great. The overdrive does not consume more coal. It in trade causes a stress. You can see this thing's going up pretty quick. We're already at 20%. So I'm going to flip this off, and let's see if this goes back down from 20%. Or if we're at 21%, okay, it is dropping. We saw right there. Okay, so we're going to let this drop. Maybe at night we'll pick it back up. and we'll just watch it. We'll throttle it back and forth and see what we can do with it. But in the meantime, we got this guy getting dismantled once the workday is over, which should be here in about 40 minutes in game time. And then we can get that happening. We can see we need some more shelters, and that's going to get covered by this. And then we also want to do construction, and we want to get resources and a gathering post up. So you can see here we got all sorts of buddies. And I think what we'll do is we'll plop this guy here because this is coal and this is coal, right? Oh, it's wood. Yeah, okay, so we got a coal and a steel and a wood and a steel. So what I need more of is the coal and the steel, I think. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get our gathering post. We'll plop that guy right there so we can capture both of those. And we'll probably do another one over on the other side as well. But for now, we're just going to run with that. We need a road, of course, so we'll get that started up. And then what does this guy say? Urgent need for treatment. Yes. I'll open a medical post right away because we're going to do it anyways. We'll get that up. This guy's still getting dismantled because we are going slow mode now. I tend to get impatient with these games and kick it into high gear all the time. And I'm trying to remedy that with this game because of its difficulty. So our coal thumper has brought up some coal. You can see here this little pile right here. And then this guy is going to gather that coal, and then we continue to get coal coming in. Another thing that I am kind of concerned about is accepting new people into the settlement. So as it develops and as we see that, we'll address it. But I'm hesitant to grab a bunch more people because I don't know if we can handle all of them, right? So there's some stuff to think about in this game. Our scouts are waiting for us, so let's see what's going to happen. Grim forecast. We found scientist notes. They predict that the great cold is going to get much worse. What's more troubling is that the observations ended abruptly months ago. There's also not a can of Spam, not even a crumb of bread left in the pantry. It's obvious they moved out for good. We can see the city of Winterholm from the roof of the weather station. Sites discovered coal mine in Winterholm. Take resources. Excellent. So, let's head on over to Winterholm. 15 hours to arrive. We'll jump back down to the town. All right, what does this say? Abandoned station. The recent report from the weather station has got people talking. They're frightened that such an important facility was apparently abandoned. Some are starting to wonder whether the evacuation from London was a good idea. A few are lamenting openly. I knew we shouldn't have come. At least London had real houses, not tents and wooden shacks. We'll have to answer soon enough. Hope falls slightly. You can see our little bar there. Hope is doing pretty good right now. So that's awesome. So it is nighttime now, so we should be dismantling and building, which we are. So let's go ahead and get that new medical post up. Hopefully we got enough engineers to run that. Otherwise we're going to have to shift some labor around, which we can do. It's not a big deal. We got some people out hunting. We got 2 facilities doing that. So that's 13 and 14. So that's 27 food that we'll get. And we need it so badly right now. So once this is done, that'll be the next thing I think we'll do is we'll get some called hunter's tools, right? Yeah, hunter's gear. We'll get that. And this is going to boost us up to, I believe it's 18. Hunters up to 20 raw food per hunt. So it's even better. So yeah, that'll be great. So we got our medicinal hut ready to go. We're going to plop 1 worker in there. We got our healthcare promise fulfilled. Now the problem is now we're taking care of 11 people and we still have 36 sick and 9 of them are gravely sick. So not great at all. I'm very tempted to swap over from our workshop to the medicinal tents. Just because I want to heal our people before we really get anywhere else. I'm going to go ahead and shift those 9 people from here to the gathering post. Like I said, again, we can heat this eventually, but we're going to need a road. So it looks like we don't have one tied to the generator yet. That should do it. There we go. Okay. We could be doing better, but I'll admit things are looking up. Oh, that's nice. So here we go. We got our raw food in from the hunt. We have a couple people in our cookhouse able to work that into soup. So that should be pretty good. We do have some people that are hungry. 7 people are starving. So hopefully that takes care of that a little bit. I might flex some people from our lumber mill here because we do have a good amount ready to roll. And yeah, let's go ahead and we'll drop a couple people off on that and we'll put them into the gathering post instead. And then this guy should be researching. 2 hours left on heaters. That'll be great. And then we'll get our hunter's food. And so we should get a little bit more food in the next evening, which would be great because we need that really badly, obviously. We have 12 people hungry now. We took care of our starving people. We're up to 44 sick. So not great. So let's go ahead and get this started immediately here. and then we can get those engineers out of there and get them into helping to fix our people up here. We got this guy working, functioning, could not resume production because they have no raw food. In that case, I'm gonna shift a couple people out of here, and we'll put those guys. Oh boy, where do we want to move them? Take these guys out of here too, because I don't want. I got 5 engineers in there, for crying out loud. Put our engineers back in here, so that's gonna be 15 people that we can take care of. Let's see, and it looks like we have somebody sick. That's an engineer over here. So that's good. We don't have to take away all of our workshop workers. I'm probably going to want to put in another medicinal hut over here. Medical post. I don't know why I'm calling it a medicinal hut. So we'll put a tent over here. And yeah, then we'll add another one. And we should have enough workers to do that. Now let's go ahead and plop you in here. And I'm going to move these 4 people back into the cookhouse once there's food to be cooked. What does this guy say? Help the amputees do less harm. Sir, a doctor wants to talk to you about improving radical treatment. I was a field surgeon in the Boer War and worked with the Royal Society to reduce the rate of limb loss in army hospitals. I believe I can devise a method that will cut the number of amputations during radical treatment. Give him what he needs. Absolutely. Do that. So our discontent's at about half right now. We're at 47 sick people. Yeah, this sick thing is going to be absolutely our main priority here. We have scouts waiting. Let's visit with the scouts. At least we don't have to worry about the scouts beating them and stuff. The fall of Winterholm. The streets of the ruined city are littered with scores of dead bodies. The City Chronicle describes the shortage of food and citizens' increasing despair. The following squabbles, riots, and descent into anarchy, fights for dwindling resources, and the eventual starvation. The last entry. God forgive us. We're eating our dead. There's no hope. Sites discovered freshwater springs in an American camp. We are on our own. So, that's not great. The news has shocked everyone in the city. There was supposed to be mini settlements and construction crews here, people living normal lives in homes heated by generators. But we're alone. Hope falls. Oh, got a little gathering there. We should have stayed in London. Surely it couldn't have fallen like this. This place is a deadly trap. We need to get out of here. Coming here was a fool's errand. We should go back. Oh no, look at our hope. How are we supposed to survive if they didn't? Oh no. That's not great. That hope is plummeting. Winterholm has fallen. They're all dead. How will we survive here without any help? We have to go back to London. There's no hope for us here in this frozen desert. People start to gather as the news of the fate of Winterholm spreads through the city. Some of them want to drop everything and flee to London. Panic is starting to set in. I must give them purpose. Choose our path. People are shaken, racked by fear and doubt. They've lost hope in our chances of survival. Desperation could quickly push them to commit reckless acts. We have to unite them behind a vision of the future. Decide now what will give them purpose and restore hope, or else our city will descend into the chaos that consumed Winterholm. All right, so we have order and discipline and faith and spiritual strength. Now, when I was playing, before I started recording our first episode, I did faith and spiritual strength. I didn't really like that as much. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try out order and discipline. I can't really tell the benefits or negatives of either one without choosing one, so let's go order and discipline. Let's see what this is all about. Okay, so we have purpose and neighborhood watch. This is the first thing that we can sign in our purpose book. Let's see what this says. We need to mobilize and stand together to help people in need and protect them from troublemakers. Okay. After introducing this law, another one can be passed after a day and 12 hours. Okay. New building watchtower. Watchtowers increase the hope of people living nearby. Cool. You have to build 2 watchtowers. Okay. Well, what do they take? 15 wood, 5 steel. I think we can do that. Let's make sure we're going slow. We are. So yeah, I've got to watch that discontent. It's going to get really worse now. We might be in trouble. Oh, it sucked to lose on the second episode. Hopefully we can prevent that though. So we need 15 wood. Absolutely, we can build 2 of these guys. So here's kind of our little neighborhoody area, right? Oh, this thing needs to be like, okay. We can do this, and we can do this, right? We can still sneak our road up through there. So let's get that thing. These 2 watchtowers ready to roll. I'm going to build a road here, and then we're going to continue to snake our road across here. Because remember, I want to move this tent out of here and put another medical tent down. We're at 53% to our hunter gear. So that's not going to benefit us this evening, unfortunately. We do have extra people, and that was from the cookers, right? Let's go ahead and put extra people on the cookers. And let's see what this says. The unconvinced want to leave. Sure, you convinced the majority, but hope is low. A group of our people are still so scared that they want to flee the city for London in 15 days. They've come to try to change your mind. You say order will save us? Nonsense. What, are you going to orderly decide who to eat first when we start to starve? If we don't try to reach London, we'll end up like Winterhome. Calm down. We're not going to die. All right, so the Londoners. Your people are divided. Some of them are so scared that they plan to leave the city for London in 15 days. They'll try to convince others to join them, preying on their discontent. It may lead people to desperate acts, maintain peace, give people hope, and manage their discontent to guide the city safely through the looming social crisis. All right. The Londoners. All right. We don't let the Londoners disrupt the city. We have 9 Londoners left and 14 days to deal with this. And we need to build and man 2 watchtowers. So we're getting those built right now. It's free time right now, so we could get rid of this house and build the medicinal tents. So let's go ahead and oh, look at this guy. So our automaton has made it to the town. This guy's really cool. Making squeaky noise like it's a beast. All right, so automations. Automatons. Not automations. Automatons. Automatons are mankind's greatest creation. Are automatons dangerous? I heard it can replace an entire team of workers. That thing's bloody massive. All right, so we got our scouts. Let's go see what they have to say. Winterhome. So we can send an outpost team here to build an outpost. Oh, that's cool. Delivering an estimated 150 wood every 1 day. Cool. So let's see. We got a large convoy here. Let's go visit that. See people moving between them and smoke rising from a campfire. So I don't want more people. Let's go to the springs here. Unfrozen water here points to the presence of freshwater springs. Okay, let's do that. Let's go ahead and jump back home. All right, yeah, our hope is in danger here. We have homeless people. We're dealing with that. Our hungry people. We're not starving at least. And we're down to 42 sick people. So we're headed in the right direction with this. It's not grand, but we're going in the right direction, so I'm happy about that. Let's see, we need to man this. So what can we flex out? I still want a couple people on the coal thumper. I got people gathering over here. That's fine. What about this guy? This guy can do stuff. Our first automaton is operational. This will help our economy greatly. Automatons can replace entire manual labor crews. They work around the clock and with short breaks refuel the generator. We could research upgrades to raise their efficiency and capability. Ooh. So what I want to do is we're going to go turn this guy... actually, let's do this. Let's turn this off and turn this on. So our automaton is going to go over here and move the goods to where they need to be. So they'll pick them up from here, and they'll put them away. So that'll be nice. We got a handful of workers back, so we can go ahead and man our watchtowers as per our quest. Watchtowers built. As promised, you built and manned watchtowers in main order in the city. Hope rises. Yeah, it's a decent chunk. And then let's go ahead and do our overdrive on our generator. Kick it up a notch a little bit here. Oh, it looks like it's going to get back to negative 40 after a couple days. Once we finally get to be a little bit warm here. So we are still waiting on the people who are out on the hunt for that. That's cool. That's fine. That'll work. Let's go ahead. We got 10 people working in there. Got our automaton on the way. So let's go ahead and we'll put a couple more people in here to get some of this stuff happening. Yeah, let's go like that. I feel like you can never have enough coal because when it gets cold, it's going to get real cold. And we're going to want to have our heaters going like as much as possible, pretty much. So, all right, so we're pretty much midnight here. So let's go ahead and we'll speed up the game just a touch. And we'll see what happens in our next day. It looks like it's going to get warmer. That'll be nice. And our discontent is getting a little bit lower, but... Oh, no, we're up to... Okay, so is that 41 total sick, or is that 51 total sick? Is it 41 and 10 of that 41 is sick? It's got to be it. So we'll see. So we'll have our food bearers coming back here pretty quickly. Londoners have gained more followers. That's not good. People join the Londoners. People who want to leave for London have successfully urged their friends and neighbors to join them. People are more easily persuaded because they live little hope in our ultimate survival. So if we can get our hope up, that they'll tell those Londoners to go, you know, eat eggs or whatever and leave us alone. So, okay, let's slow down here. So we have our medical post ready to roll, but we need more engineers. So I'm going to drop one engineer out of there. Oh boy. So now we're going to have to start getting a little bit more choosy here. What do we have for total engineers? So we have 25. We got 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, 25. That's too bad. Once we get these this hunter's gear, we're absolutely going to switch those engineers into being doctors. We can get that happening. Scouts have reached the freshwater springs. All right, let's go check that out. And they got some survivors. Okay. Ooh, degenerated but alive. Near the freshwater springs, we met some refugees from Winterhome. They are sorry sight and seem to be completely unmoved by the fate of their city. Ask what kept them from starving. They look away, then mumble something about eating lichens. Yeah, I believe that. Okay, so we have escort survivors to the city. Escort survivors to send the survivors to the city with a little exclamation point. They may die, or leave the survivors to their fate. Not knowing the way of our city, the survivors will die trying to find it. Oh, the survivors will set out towards our city on their own. It will take longer, and some of them may die. So I wonder. So this has the exclamation. This has like a caution sign. So that's interesting. Well, since we don't have any engineers. Oh, I don't know what to do here. If these guys were engineers, I would take them for sure. But I don't know if I can handle that many more people right now because we got a lot of sick people, right? I'm gonna leave them to their fate. Ugh, that feels bad. I know it doesn't like matter or anything because it's just a game, but it still feels bad. All right, a tall snow cliff. There's a hole in it, and it's inhabited. See a lone figure bustling about. Okay. A small grove of several dozen trees. Yeah, let's go ahead and get some of that wood action. Hopefully that's what that is. Okay, so now where are we looking at here? Do we have research stop? So our workday hasn't started yet. Oh, it's warming up. It's negative 30 now. Oh yeah. Oh, got to keep our eyes peeled on our overdrive. So let's go ahead and flip that off.
Time to get to work.
And our automaton is busy gathering up the stuff and the things. Let's see. Can we see what it has? It is activity working, but it doesn't tell me much about it. Automatons? Oh. So I think what it's doing now is picking up stuff from the gathering post. Yep. And then I think it's going to walk over here into town and turn it in, basically. Okay, so let's go ahead. We got 2 people working on soups. That's fine for now. We'll just keep it up like this. These guys will have... I'm tempted to shift people around. Let's see. Okay, so 4 hours, the hunters are going to be good to go. And then we can get some more food on the next go out. And then we'll move our engineers to start healing our people a little bit better. So if we're up to 43 total people, yeah, the 7 gravely ill are not great. Pretty soon we can start to do a new law here. Looks like we're about 15 hours out. And this thing should be done very, very soon. So it's going to be done about 4 o'clock in the afternoon here. 2, 3 o'clock, somewhere in there. Less than an hour. Okay. Okay, we got a little prompt. Okay, so workshop is done. Take our engineers out of there, move them here. And there we go. We should be able to take care of a couple more people. 5 patients in there, 5 patients in there, 5 in there. So that's 20. So we should have 5 more, right? Where do I have my engineers? 5, 5, 5, that's 20. And we move them from the research. So I have engineers somewhere working on something that they probably shouldn't be working on. Let's see if we can find those guys here. I don't have anybody going out here, do I? I don't think so. Not yet. Got 15 there. I got indie engineers here? No. Interesting. I wonder where those engineers are. No, these are all workers that are hunting. Okay, that's good. Weird. I don't know where I have my engineers. Let me know if you see them where I am obviously overlooking them because we need them. Anyways. Ooh, this is comfortable. Excellent. Let's check our temperature overlay real quick here. we got comfortable, and then we have a couple livables, and then of course it's chilly further out. So with these further out buildings, like, I wonder if I have to heat. Let's see, can we heat this? The heater is off. While there are people inside, upkeep is 1 coal an hour. Let's see. So let's go ahead and we'll do that, and we'll see what this does. So now it's livable. So that's great. Coal thumper. Yep, we'll do the same over there, and then again over here, we'll go ahead and turn the heater on. Okay, and then can we do that here too? Oh yeah. Is that AoE heat by any chance? It doesn't look like it. I'm gonna go ahead and plop those on because why not? And then let's double check our generator. Want to make sure that we're not using up too much coal, and we're doing great on coal right now. So that's awesome. And we got a little prompt here. Fewer amputations. Sir, the doctor who is trying to improve radical treatment is here. He's reporting a breakthrough. It's certainly an unorthodox method, and my learned colleagues will be appalled at the experiments I had to perform. But it works. I expect the number of amputations during radical treatment to be halved. He seems eager to get back to his everyday work and try his new method. Awesome. So that's great. We can help the amputees. So yeah, that's going to happen less. So with 43 people that are sick, that's going to be a pretty big deal. So let's see. Waiting for workers. I'm wondering if those... Oh, no employees available. All workplaces are full. So let's see if they have to like finish up their day here, or what the deal is. So I'm not sure why those engineers aren't there yet. I guess maybe they're still walking through the streets. That could be a thing too. Do we have our overdrive off? We do. Okay, great. One of our people died. Oh no. We have a couple buried citizens. Okay. At least we got that cemetery up. No, don't dismantle that, please. And then our technology tree. Okay, so we can't research without anybody working on it, right? So this is kind of a moot point at this point. So let's go ahead and we'll speed up just a little bit here. Gold pile depleted. Okay. So that's this gold pile. So now these 9 workers are going to go ahead and grab that steel that's right here. It's going to be great because we need some more steel. Yeah, 41. It's a decent amount. It doesn't hurt to have more of that stuff. And I'm really thinking about another coal thumper here pretty soon. We're going to drop back to -40, which is going to stink, but I think we'll be okay. They're angry about the cold. Well, I mean, yeah, but there are people who are angry about the cold in their homes. They have gathered to protest against your neglect of their suffering, demanding that you act immediately. The Londoners have infiltrated the crowd, and they use the people's anger to turn them against you. You better do something. So you have to start heating 4 cold homes within 2 days, then keep them heated for 3 days. And let's heat all the homes. Can't do that. So I will need to get the steam vents to get this addressed properly, right? And Discontent went up for that. So what I want to do is, oh man, need more engineers. Let's go ahead and, oh boy, what do I do here? I'm gonna knock one person out, put him here, and get that steam hubs going. This is gonna take a while to get that steam hub going, especially since we can turn this on too. Yeah. Okay, so we're at 38 sick people, or it seems like we're heading in a little bit in the right direction. We're gonna get a bunch of food because we have the upgrade stuff. So we're gonna get, let's see, 28 times 2, 46. Yeah, 46 food coming in. I can't do math. You guys know that. Other cities may have fallen, but London, it's not possible. We have to get organized. We have to do something. Hope is still kind of not great. 83 living near a watchtower guard station. Got it. Everybody should be circled. Looks like we did a good job on that, so that's great. Let's see here. So we should be getting our food at 6:30 in the AM. So our food guys should be coming back. There they are. Great. And those guys got to rest. So if we can get a good stockpile of food, we can shift that labor around too, which would be really good. We're still really hurting on those sick people, which is just horrible. It's going to take about a day for us to get the steam hub researched. And it looks like we lost one of our other engineers. Oh, it's still telling me I got 25 engineers. Yeah. Weird. I'm not sure where they all are. 4 sick absences here. Oh, we got our scouts waiting. Let's see what they say here. Explore. Buried shame. Poking around the trees marked with crosses, we found shallow graves under each of them. The dead bodies lack most of their bigger muscles, and some bones bear signs of a cutting tool. The corpses have been obviously stripped of edible parts. Now we know what kept the survivors by the freshwater springs from starving. We'll leave graves intact, but we can cut trees for wood. We're going to definitely grab those trees. Okay, so we got coal, we got a large convoy. That's probably got a bunch of people in it, right? See a couple buildings and a tall, winding tower. There's a sliver of smoke rising from it. Let's go ahead and check out the coal mine. It's going to take a while to get there. And then we'll jump back into our town here. Cookhouse helpers. Okay, help the amputees. Sir, a group of amputees are here to see you. They want to help in the cookhouse. We don't want to sit on our arses all day, content with just being kept alive. We can't do hard work anymore, but if we fashion some simple prosthetics out of wood, we can help in the cookhouse and earn our keep. Give them what they need. We will spend 100 wood, and cookhouse efficiency will raise by 40%. Let's do it. We just got a bunch of wood. Well, now we're on 34, so we're in trouble there a little bit, but that's going to be great. We need the extra help right now. We don't have any raw food, so that should be changing here pretty quickly, right? Nope, it's 4 in the afternoon, so it's going to take a while for that to start kicking in again. So I felt like we got a lot more rations than... We should have got more rations than what we did. So, not great. Research has stopped on our Steam hub. Discontent is rising a little bit. Not great. Let's see what this says. People are dying in the street. I don't have an infirmary. Yeah, I know that, but I don't have an infirmary. Let's see. Purpose. So we can do guard stations. An organized militia will maintain peace and order in our city and help us deal with anyone who might threaten it. Let's see. We get guard stations, raise the hope of people living nearby, lower the discontent. We can use guards to break up protests. To build 2 guard station, content will rise slightly. And then we have morning gathering. We gather each morning to make sure our goals and priorities for the day are clear to everyone. Morning gatherings will slightly raise hope from time to time, and hope will rise. After introducing this law, another one can be passed after 18 hours. Let's go ahead and do a morning gathering. Our day will start with the morning gathering to keep the spirits up. So that's going to help our hope. And dang it, we're still at 42 sick people. What? I don't know what to do about the sick people. That's gonna be the end of us here if we can't fix that. And I don't know. And I can only do so many things with all the people we have. Move that. Okay, that's comfortable. Okay, that overdrive is not on. Medical post. Oh yeah, turn these heaters on. What are you guys doing? Make it comfortable at least for all the sick folks. And that will help that. Prevents falling ill. So the people who are at the medical post won't get sick after they're at the medical post. Staying home. We got 2 people who are staying home. This person is sick and will get worse if not treated properly. Staying home. Interesting. Going home. Oh, I guess it's 11 o'clock in the evening. So that makes kind of sense. And I'm looking at the time here, and it looks like we are well over our regular time for our video. So I'm going to call it here. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. If you got any tips and tricks on how we can help out our sick people here, I would really appreciate it. 41 is a high number when we only have so many people. So please let me know if you got any ideas. Have a fantastic and amazing rest of your evening, day, or night, and I hope to see you on the next episode of Frostpunk.